Do you know that there's something within you that's actually destroying you, in fact devouring you? And not just you, all of us. Want to know about it? Let's find out together. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Yin Yang Right. So basically on this channel I cover all the myths we have about so many things, all the misconceptions we have in our heads that's actually stopping us from actually acquiring our most desired goals, right? So I cover all of them, and I also crack myths about field, one very important field, that is astrology, and I actually practice this professionally, so I know, well, won't say know everything, but I do know what's actually astrology about and what it's actually being advertised to you. All right, so let's just get started with our today's topic, that is belief. Okay, so belief is actually destroying you in a very specific manner and you're not actually aware about it. So first of all, there are two types of beliefs, direct belief and indirect belief. Okay, so these direct beliefs, what are these direct beliefs? So basically these direct beliefs are, well, these are direct beliefs because you are actually aware of it. Okay, example of this belief is that your friend telling you that you cannot do this, you cannot do this job, all right, or this is something you cannot actually pull over, right? Or it could be your family member, it could be your neighbor, your native, anyone who's just telling you that you cannot do this, you cannot do anything specific you are trying to do, right? So it is something that direct belief is something that, right? So it's something directly imposed on you, on whatever they think about you, that no, you cannot do it. Okay, it's not because they are jealous of you, that's entirely different topic, so we will not cover that on this video. So basically they'll just simply tell you on what they think about you. No, you cannot do it, no, this is just not working, no, this idea is dumb. Or if you are someone who's trying to become an entrepreneur and you have this great idea of your great vision of your, but your friends just simply call it, what, this is dumb, bro, and you just drop it. Well, some ideas are actually not so worth it, but many ideas are just killed right here. Okay, so now what's indirect belief? Indirect belief, well, it's the real deal because it's something you are actually unaware of, and this is something I actually talked about in my teaser part. Yeah, so what is indirect belief? Well, indirect belief is something that's actually having you in its grasp, and you are actually comfortable with it. You are truly comfortable with it. It's like living in a lion's den and being comfortable with it. You have no idea that that lion can eat you at any moment, but you are comfortable with that. You are comfortable in a lion's den and you are unaware of it, that you are actually in a lion's den. It's something like that. Now the example of indirect belief. See, indirect belief, the perfect example of it is that having a fixed mind of being successful. Okay, now we are being told in order to be successful in life, complete your academics, get a job which pays you high, and then get married, do some babies, and repeat the process with them, right? That's what we think the idea of success is. Okay, so this is very basic. Now if you are someone who is truly want this from your heart, okay, then this is your actual true dream and you have acquired it. Congrats, you have actually fulfilled your dream, right? So you are actually successful. Okay, but it was never your dream. Your dream was entirely something different, but people impose on you and you are just simply practicing it for no reason. You are just practicing it because everyone is doing it. You are supposed to complete your academics, so you are also completing it, and you have no concern about what's truly your dream has ever always been. Suppose you want to become a great artist. Let's just say you want to become a great musician, and you're not practicing music, but you actually have that voice, you actually have that potential in you, but People are telling you, no, this is so out of the box, we don't do that, we don't do this, academics are more important, you got to do that first, complete your academics, then we can talk about it. But you don't want that. Basic education is important for all of us because we should know what basic things are, right? But pursuing even further when your true goal is something else, and if you don't pursue enough, you are not considered educated enough. So this actually affects you a lot. So this is indirect belief, believing things that are not actually true, and these things are believed long enough and now they have turned into reality. This is what we refer to as indirect belief, and it's very dangerous. In fact, indirect beliefs give birth to direct beliefs. For example, if there's this person who believes that in order to be successful in life, complete your academics, get a job, and voila, you're successful in life. He's this kind of a person, and this person is addressed with someone having a idea about becoming an entrepreneur, and he comes up with very creative idea, then and addresses that idea to him. Then he would be like, what are you doing with your life? Are you stupid? This is not the way to live your life. This is not the way to gain success. You are destroying your life, idiot. This is not the way. Who are you being hanging out with lately, huh? Who are your friends? Call them, call your friends right here. Right? This is how his reaction would be, because he has a strong bonding with this indirect belief system. This indirect beliefs these indirect beliefs have become his reality, and now he is posing a direct belief on you and destroying your dreams, your true desires, something you truly want to become, something you have great idea about. Okay, so this is how indirect beliefs are actually destroying us mainly. Now, this is something we know, right? But what's the science behind it? Why we all go about believing things? Why people are actually believing things, right? Now, here's the truth. We have a problem. In fact, we all humans have a big problem. And that problem is we are actually vulnerable to believe things. We are actually susceptible to believe things, because our mind cannot hold so much. It actually has its limits. Now, the science behind it. In 1980, Thomas Landauer conducted a research in order to figure out what's the brain size in bytes, human brain size in bytes. Okay, so basically in bytes, what in bytes mainly means, the digital memory is measured in bytes, kilobytes, megabytes, right? Gigabytes, terabytes. I know till terabytes only. I'll cut this part. Okay, so this is how digital memory is measured. So he actually wanted to measure similarly the human brains in bytes, right? So basically he focused on 2 points, on 2 factors. Number 1, that was the rate at which we acquire data. Number 2, the rate at which we forget data, right? So number 1, the rate at which we acquire data means the rate at which you are acquiring whatever I'm telling to you. Okay, the rate at which you are understanding what I'm trying to say to you, right? And the number 2 data is the rate at which you will forget, right? Forget data, it simply means the rate at which you will forget whatever you learned from this video, right? So this is what he truly tried to evaluate. So he just conducted some tests on a number of people, and this is what he actually came up with. His final results are, he concluded that approximately a human brains can actually hold up to approximately 1 gigabytes. Yeah, 1 gigabytes, too small, right? Because a thumb size pen drive can hold a lot more than our brains, like about 64 GB, 128 GB, 256 GB, right? And in fact, a memory card can hold this much size of this much size of a memory card can actually hold up to 500 GB of data. Now, this evaluation was actually of active brains. This is the limit of your active brains. Your active brains has limits, and it can only hold up to approximately up to 1 gigabytes of data. Now, some of our limits can actually vary. It can be a bit higher or a bit lower, but it has its limits. Okay, so You can't really blame those who actually believe on things they believe, right? You can't actually believe them, because this is how our brains actually work, because our brain has limits, so it cannot go about researching everything. Okay, if it try to research everything, well, the things it researched before, it will simply start forgetting it. Simple as that. So it just relies on this basic concept that if people are verifying it, so it just simply believes it. Like people are telling you, oh, just believe it. Oh, okay. And now what it actually does to that data, it actually sends it back to your subconscious mind, and it is stored there forever, and you keep practicing it ever and ever, and now it becomes your reality. But it was never meant to be reality. It was just a one way, or just a one sort of belief. Okay, so this is how our mind works. Now what we can do about it? Well, see guys, it is our responsibility to actually make use of our active brains. And how we can actually do that? Well, it's quite simple. Whatever someone tells you, in fact whatever I'm telling you, just go ahead and verify it. Don't just go on believing what someone is trying to tell you. Okay, first understand what they are trying to tell you, and then actually verify it. And if you don't have the time to verify something that's just entirely something that just doesn't belong to your field, then you just don't have to believe it. Simply say okay, good, okay, could be like that, I don't know about it. Okay, and if there's something you think something you don't know about, simply say I don't know. Don't go about believing things you don't know anything about. Just simply say I don't know. Saying I don't know doesn't make you stupid. Okay, in fact it's a very intelligent word for your mind. When you tell your mind you don't know, then your mind never stores that stupid data, because you actually you verified this in your active brains that I don't know, buddy, we don't know that. Okay, so your brain never stores it, and you are free from misconceptions. This is how you should be actually treating your brains. Treat your brain right, you will actually become an enlightened mind. Okay, but treat it wrong, well, we all are actually abusing our brains. But all you have to do is just verify it in your active brain. Simple, right? So this is all for this video guys. Thanks for watching, and please do subscribe to my channel, and do give it a like if you truly liked my content, and let me know in the comments below your suggestions, or if there's something specific you want me to research about, talk about. All right, so this is all guys. Take care, shabba khair. All right, so signing out guys, see ya.